Well, how about this polygamy? Now, there's nothing wrong with a man having a bunch of ladies at his disposal.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with some females having a whole bunch of dicks at their disposal. So I'm with it.
That's disgusting.
That's gross. Okay. That's the man shit.
That's disgusting.
Why is it disgusting for a woman and ain't for a man?
Because he's imagining himself.
Go ahead, give me some bullshit.
He's just imagining himself in that situation. He just don't want to even think about a bunch of dicks.
No,
in one place.
Watching
doing what they do. That's all.
Well, women don't want to think about a bunch of pussy.
It's a lot of women in this day and age that do. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we all family. We gonna let you get it out. I might get real silent, but let's get to the polygamy. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
But dead serious. I mean, like in a lot of different cultures, you can have a polygamous relationship. It is completely normal and it works out for everyone. I mean, you have a man that has 6, 7 different wives and all them bitches are in line, I guess is how you say it. I don't
Nah, it's different. Kiki. Let's go to Kiki first. Let's go.
When I think about it,
yeah, it's just what's up.
It ain't for me, but at the end of the day, if that's what somebody want to do, I can't judge it. But I'll be damned if I got other bitches up in my house and I got to share a dick. I'm cool. It's gonna be a problem. There's too many bitches bleeding and everything. I'm good.
Hold on. That's real. Shade. That's real as a motherfucker.
She made it funny for like a half a second until she started talking about the blood, and it was like, "God damn, that's serious. That's dead ass."
Real talk.
Because everybody bleeding at the same time. Y'all know we sync when we around each other.
Yeah. See, and that's probably one of the scientific things behind polygamy, you know.
Yeah, so he gonna be mad anyway. He gonna be able to fuck none of us unless somebody get off the period.
No, he still got to run around on all of y'all. That's all it boils down to. You know what I mean? It's like if you come home and everybody's on the period, you still got to run out and rent some pussy.
Right. Oh, that's crazy.
That's
they said that's disgusting. Men are disgusting. If you got 7 pussies up under one roof and you go cheat, that's a problem.
Who gonna cheat?
Tank.
You're a whore, my nigga.
He was already looking for the escape hatch, man. He was like, "Well, if they all on at the same time, I got to."
Yeah, he gotta go rent some pussy. Like, damn.
Man,
you got them apples with holes.
I got 7 flat tires.
Ain't nothing wrong with ketchup here. Ain't nothing with that little red hot sauce. Baby.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, ain't trying to get your wings.
I'm an army veteran, man. I've seen many a slaughterhouse mattresses in my day. You know what I'm saying?
Disgusting. Wasn't that you who said disgusting? Disgusting.
Yeah. I've ruined many a white towels. Listen, I'm going to say this.
Oh my God!
They're
gonna shut our shit down.
I just bring the topics up. Y'all know who the fuck I am. I got on the track chain today. I was waiting for this shit. I know what it is.
Y'all noticed that I was about to bark at you like DMX.
Oh shit!
And Ob used to rap and do porn too.
Yeah, he did. In Texas.
You got anything on Pornhub?
Don't believe that nigga, man.
Shoot. They never showed his face, but I know it's him.
I've heard mixed reviews on this whole polygamy thing.
Okay.
You get a lot of people, personally, I get to what I think personally. You got people that say it's beneficial because everybody's like working. It takes a lot of the stress off of one or just 2 people. If it's kids in a situation, hey, you got more people there to watch. You know, some of them divide up the duties. All right, I'll watch the kids, you teach the kids, you cook. So it's supposed to be lucrative and all of this. Me personally, I think that shit is a bunch of gang. I personally can't deal with more than one woman, you know what I mean? Period. Especially when the motherfucker got an attitude. Could you imagine 3, 4 bitches having an attitude and cussing you out? They arguing over who gonna key your car up first, throw your fucking PlayStation out. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being in a house with 7 women that don't want to fuck because they all mad at you. Or they striking and they telling the one bitch that will fuck you don't cross the picket line. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not shit I can't deal with, man.
So you saying they would unionize? You saying the polywives would unionize?
Yes. Listen, no bullshit. We were installing cable down in Texas one time, and this was when I was training. You know, I got to go back to these jobs. We walked in the house, brother, male pattern baldness, all this shit. It was a dark skinned babe and it was a light skinned babe, and we was like, what the fuck is we seeing here? But we noticed all the fucking kids looked alike. Every one of the fucking kids looked alike. And then another woman drove up. Turned out she was another of his baby mamas that had broke up with him. I hate using that phrase, but we asked him. He was like, yeah, they both my women. You know what I'm saying? And he said, believe it or not, I spend a lot of time in the garage because it's a lot of this shit. They always fighting. They always going at it. You know what I mean? Like, but that was his thing. It was like 7 fucking kids up in there. So
hey, I got a question on that. What was he American?
Yeah, the cat was from New Orleans.
See, this the problem. See, like the way they do poly in America is like everybody's in one household. I'm gonna say Arabic men. I don't go to too many races, but most Arabic men, when they have multiple wives, they don't all live in the same household.
Okay.
They keep them separate for the various reason. Like when his one wife go on a period, it's unclean for him to fuck with her, so he go to his next wife.
Right.
He bounce off. Like I had a Arabic lady used to do my hair, and when I had hair, I'm bald headed as fuck right now, but she used to do my hair.
Go in the club, kid.
Listen, and she used to tell me straight up. I used to ask him if he was cool. He said no, he's off with his next wife and whoop. I'm like, oh, okay, so. Most foreign men may do poly. It's different households, but that seems like you got to be strapped up full of money to be taking care of damn near 4 and 5 households. You know what I'm saying? But most American poly, everybody gets in one fucking household, and that's why that shit seems crazy as fuck like that.
That shit discount poly, huh? So let me, Mr. Bendover, what do you think that besides them just being in different homes, what do you think the purpose is between polygamy over there and polygamy here in the States besides living arrangements? What do you think motivation is behind it?
I think more over here is benefits for like you say, monetary wise, lucrative reasons for money and for pleasure reasons. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's not set up in a business aspect how more it is for like foreign men, how they operate and do their households. It'd be for more like I know over there is more religious. Okay. And it's a business purpose. But most of them men who do have all them households, they be strapped up with money, so they women don't work no ways.
Okay.
You see, I've settled for that now. If you're gonna put me,
because most men here is like I don't understand it. Be like they be having all these women, but they be working, and I be like, well, damn, if y'all doing all the working, then what you need this nigga for? What type of poly shit this is? Like, it's like it's a fucking daycare and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, man, crazy. And so, but like you say, you can control the mind, the body will follow. So I'm with them, discount poly all the way. You know what I'm saying?
DP, right on. What you got, Drizzy?
You got some pimp shit.
That's it.
So I agree with Mr. Bendover as far as the foreign versus domestic viewpoint or approach, right? But okay, as a spiritual minded person, right, I see the purpose being nation building, right? If you want to produce a certain type of seed, you're gonna have to have a certain type of male and a certain type of female. And if women outnumber men, like 12-1 or more, which they do worldwide, it's only natural that at some point in time, rather than sneaking around and being a kid about it, some people are going to have adult conversations and agree to live in that fashion. And those women will be glad to have that particular male seed. I mean, you got women still doing in vitro. You got couples that want to have kids that can't. So, you know, there's a solution in that particular situation based on the mindset of the adults involved, whether it's foreign or domestic. That's how I see it. Okay. Not saying it's right or wrong, and morality goes out the window because, like you take said, you know, the 6 of them go on a rag in the same house. That the mindset, if that person's in that mindset, he like, we might not be fucking tonight, but I'm fucking something right.
Somebody did.
They're gonna mess up some sheets and towels like paper.
Or that. They're gonna get their wings.
They're gonna get their wings.
And you know what?
Plenty of people to do the laundry.
Hey, there you go. See? Hey, Kiki, get him. I was finna get in there. Oh, get him for that shit. Because you might hear a lot of chauvinism on this shit.
Hey, man, look. We went through this before. If you're going to be polygamous, I guarantee you're not going to be living with 6 stud bitches. Like, it's just not going to happen.
You just made me think about a Big John skit. That could be a Big John skit, right?
You ain't gonna be doing that, man. You're right. You're not gonna be.
Just saying. So, like, if you're going to be polygamous, you're going to be
like taking it in the ass.
Yeah, I'm into pegging. Yeah, nah, but if you're going to be polygamous, like, you would probably look for some female, like women, traditionally female women. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want that Starscream Megatron fucking battle every day with all the bitches that live with you. I'm sorry, I keep saying the bitches, and
yeah, man, I'm gonna try
cleaning it up, kid.
But I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't want that drama of a woman trying to be an independent woman in your house with 6 other women. Like, you don't want that attitude. Like, it's a different way women carry themselves when they pay all their own fucking bills and they, they take care of their shit. Like, you're not going to have that type of woman in line with 6 other women in the same house.
You got to have weak-minded bitches.
Not weak-minded, more traditional. Not weak-minded.
That's what that is. Let's just call it what it is. Weak-minded bitches.
Traditional.
Hey, Kitty, you know goddamn well ain't no motherfucker finna sit up and listen to 7 fucking women. Don't leave my water on. Cut my motherfucking lights off. What,
ain't that on my clothes?
Why are you coming in late? Can you imagine 7 women lined the fuck up? Why coming in at 3? Why you with your homeboy, Mr. Ray? Come on, man.
That don't mean you are that ain't how independent women act.
We're just talking about masculine energy.
I'm glad she said that because, I talked to my mother about that shit, and she said that is the perception of what an independent woman is nowadays.
It's really messed up.
The game is fucked up. No doubt. Come on, fam. Come on.
That's no shade. That's no shade on you.
No, it's no shade.
No, I know that, but it's like being an independent woman and then hearing how men speak upon them is
right.
Like,
got you.
You know what I mean? Like, where do y'all get in y'all mind that we don't want a man or need a man? That's just not true at all. It's just that we don't have a lot of men that do what we do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's a lot of men that's just that rather come live and lay and play a game instead of go out and get what the fuck he gonna get so that we can retire early. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. Okay, and I cannot discard your perspective. I cannot discard your experiences of what you've been through. However, do you not think that on the other side of the game is dudes saying, man, these bitches ain't got shit. They money hungry. They just want to get this. They stank ass fucking attitudes.
It's kind of contradictory though.
Well, for what, us?
Yeah, because y'all talk down on independent women, but then y'all men need to feel needed. So then y'all want that bitch that don't do shit. I don't understand.
No. Dig it. Nobody I know is like that. I mean, and no man I know knows any nigga like that. It is good having it. I love my woman is on her shit. Mm-hmm. We both handle business, and it's nice to know when the shit go down, you got somebody there that can handle business. You may not notice I had a heart attack April 29th. My wife is an RN. My wife been kicking ass and taking names. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the point now I can work. My last cardiac rehab was yesterday, and I'm back at it. I'm not saying that women don't experience those types of gentlemen, but then you can't say it's contradictory when we say, hey, man, we dealing with these kind of women. Like you just said, okay, what gives men the idea that this is what independent women are? Men always hear from women, I don't need no motherfucking man. I don't need this. I can do it on my own.
See, that's what I'm saying. I guess that's your experience. So I got to respect
you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I have to respect your perspective, but I guess it depends on the fucking women that men put themselves around or what they're willing to deal with. Because at the end of the day, independent women, most women are independent because they have to be. It ain't like I'm gonna sit here and wait on Joe to get his shit together and I'm not in poverty until he come get me from the mission. You know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna happen. I have to be independent because I'm the only motherfucker that's gonna take care of me.
But I feel like he's saying most women, when they become independent and when they do get a man, they don't know how to transition into something else. Because it's like, as soon as an argument happened or something happened, it's, I don't need that nigga. I don't need a nigga for shit.
And that's the wrong attitude to have. And so a man wants an independent woman, but not to the point where she's just saying, oh, I don't need, when something happens, I don't need a nigga, bye, whatever the case may be. You can still be independent and still be submissive at the same time. But it seemed like they don't, a very independent woman who's been raised by her mom alone.
Grandma.
Grandma, no man around. That mom is feeding that into her. You don't need no nigga. You can do this. You can take care home. So when you get older, you have the attitude. Without you have that attitude. So anything can set you off with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? A disagreement, argument.
Yeah.
So I don't need you, nigga. Shit, I can handle this on my own. And that's not what he's not trying to get that out of you. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of see where both of y'all going with this. So.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because the female that you explained is me, but my mom didn't ever tell me that. She just said, you gotta, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I mean?
Well, my thing is this, Kiki, she don't have to tell you that, because even if she's telling you to be a certain way, you gotta work and eat. But if a man is not around in the vicinity, that's what's gonna boil down to, because it was never a nigga there. You see what I'm saying? So a woman don't have to tell you that. It's just if something's not around, you're like, well, this is all I know.
You know that saying, Miss Kiki, I could do bad by myself.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Ain't no man come up with that shit.
Well, the man came over with, if you think you're lonely now,
wait until the night. Now, again, you know, hey, I know. Listen, I know how hard of a fucking worker you is. And shit, me, you know, Kenny talk about that shit. Mm-hmm. He always brag about you. The Cuddy, when he said, "Hey, we gonna," he talked about it. I'm just saying, a lot of dudes. When I used to be out there in the streets, I can't count how many times I heard, "I got this, I got that, and I handle this, and I handle that." Case in point, I knew a young lady was a neonate nurse, and I just was like, "Hey, man, you know, hey, this was in the beginning. We was." I had a nigga say he can get all this and got that. And I took the nigga to the store and I told him, all right, I want them $2,000 shoes right there. And he said, what? And I said, well, you said you can get them. The thing is, nigga, I don't need you to get this. I like foreign cars. I like this. And I can get them on my own and blah, 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 and all this shit. And I'm sitting there like, I'll talk to you later, bitch. I don't need.
Do that again, dog. Do that again.
Right.
That's how them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm just saying a lot. You know, we hear that, man. Like, you know, I don't want to.
Hey man, we could do this all night.
Yeah, like you're right. But it's just like not all. I'm just saying not all independent women are like that. Like we're actually
100.
We got you, but that's just the ones that are highlighted in our society now, especially through podcasts, and you see nothing but clips on TikTok. The chicks, you know, demanding like, "Oh, I can't date a dude that's 5'5". He got to make over 100K."
Right. And
like, who do you know make 100K?
Yeah. My only point with even going that deep was I was just trying to say, hey, this is where the perception comes from. I know that that's not the deal, you know. And just like the same as a man ain't got to say I'm a real man. You don't catch women that's hardworking, busting their ass, truly independent, running around. I'm independent. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Right on.
I feel like, but let me say this. I just feel like if you do meet an independent woman, she's not worried about your pockets. That's all it is. She's worried about what you can bring mentally and can you make my life easier, happier, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Not so much, how he got to have this amount of money. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, she can take care of herself. That's just a blessing. You know what I mean? But other than that, she's just looking for somebody, not even that work as hard as her, just like, you know, have goals, aspiration, build each other up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you trying to say you independent, you can do everything for yourself. You're not worrying what he can bring to the table.
No, I didn't mean to say it like that. You gotta
I gotta clarify this now. I gotta clarify.
Monetary, like money. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about money, but yeah, we don't want no. I ain't saying I'm a gold digger, but I ain't messing with no broke nigga. You know what I mean?
This the problem. This the problem with an independent woman who's been independent for so long. Maybe in her broke stages, trying to get to where she was at, she was really looking for something like that. But once she become independent and she's been doing shit for her own so long, that circle she has
she really don't want to break that little nucleus she has. She say she do, but when a nigga come in and start doing certain things, say that she don't really want that shit because now it's foreign to her. Another nigga coming in your crib, kicking up on your couch and all that. Even if he can do everything for his own, now it's still gonna be a problem because you done got so used to being alone and doing things on your own for so long. So when he's doing something, you're like, oh, what the fuck he doing and shit? You ain't even used to it. So that's gonna cause another problem. So you really, when you're independent for so long, you gotta correct yourself and see the issues. When he's trying to do things for you a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been there with motherfuckers who've been independent for 20, 30 years and shit, and get a nigga, and you know, don't know how to handle shit.
And shit like that.
If you ain't put that apple juice in the fridge, don't be taking it out, punk. You know, that shit.
Okay, Black is in the room. You can go ahead and change the subject for our kid.
No, I mean,
and he dropped the bomb.
So, you know, you laid out
drop the mic and shit. Then get out of here.
You laid out a specific list of things that you want as an independent woman. And there are a lot of women like you who want the same. And what's wrong with 6 of you women getting together and finding one nigga that provides it?
There you go. Way to bring it back around.
See, here we go. That's polygamy.
Oh, how about I have 4 dudes in 4 different homes?
Okay.
Hey, you ain't gonna find.
Okay.
If you
as long as everybody's you know,
we're living in a day.
Listen, if you find 4 motherfuckers that's willing to be in a polygamous relationship with one woman, 3 out of 4 of them is fucking each other.
Who said they
come
gotta
on,
know?
man.
Listen,
man.
we're all fucking pushing 50, okay? We have always been in polygamous relationships. We didn't fucking know it.
Yeah.
All right.
I dig that. But old painless.
Why are we lying to ourselves and why are we lying to the game?
What's up, Reggie?
You know what I mean?
My thing is this: Kiki talking about 4 dudes, right? You know how I knew a bitch was always fucking around with another nigga because her pH balance was always off. So if you fucking 4 niggas, you know how much your pH balance gonna be off.
You know how much? You know how much?
I agree. I have to agree. Like, yeah, that would be nasty.
That shit gonna be off like a motherfucker.
that monkey gonna be off
for sure.
Right. But that's part of every relationship. I just want to say that.
Okay.
4 motherfuckers blowing out the same hole, man.
Hey, man. Enough of that, man.
You ever see
enough
a pothole?
Even already even put a stamp on it.
In Youngstown?
Man, you know how I
You
feel.
lose all the water.
You know that weird feeling you get when you put your foot in somebody else's shoe? Yeah. Come on, man. We can
You
move
ever
on.
seen Handles making peanut butter ice cream?
That shit gonna have an echo on that pussy.